Okay, so super quick. I wanted to get this video made and done and out of the way already because I've been getting a lot of calls and emails from coders that are already in the industry. They're already coding. They've already come to the academy, obtained their CPC through AAPC or CCA from AHIMA, and now they're calling me with regrets. They're on the phone that, Ms. Ortega, you won't believe what happened, but I just got passed up here at work for the promotion. They were hiring a team lead, or they were hiring a manager position, or they were hiring an auditor position, and I just totally got passed up for it, and they went with the other girl down in the department, or worse. I've gotten some calls and emails where they didn't go with anybody in the department whatsoever, because apparently everyone in the department had just the initial credential, and they were looking for a specialty. They were looking for the next level, the COC, the CPMA, the CCSP, or the CCS, and they get passed up for the promotions, and that's what's happening. That's the whole point of this video, is I don't want that to happen to you. So they're calling me and they're emailing me with urgency. You know, can I please get the COC course done immediately? Can I get the CPMA course done immediately? You know, and they need it now. Or I know I had another girl that said, you know, they're giving me 30 days to get my COC, and if I get it, I'll get the promotion. So, you know, we want to be in a position where we stay ahead of the game, and we're not in an urgent type of situation where all of a sudden it's do or die, or it's too late, which is worse. So I wanted to bring attention to that and make sure that when you go out into the industry, that with that COC from AAPC or the CCA from AHIMA, that you don't just go out and settle and you just sit on that one credential, your initial credential. You know, don't be status quo, don't be the average, don't be the norm. If you're going to do this industry, do it, and do it with all your heart and soul. Go after it and hit the ground running. You know, people ask me all the time, you know, what do you listen to on the radio, or what do you watch on TV? There is no radio. There is no TV. What's on my radio and TV is coding. So that is, you know, I'm listening to webinars. I'm watching webinars. I'm watching and we're listening to conferences on my headbuds when I'm traveling in the airplanes. You know, I've always got my head in the game. I've always got my focus, you know, on. I figure right now is when I'm young. Right now is the time to work hard, so that later in life, you know, I can relax and have a nice life. And right now, you know, coders out there watching me and myself, you know, all of us, we're young, and this is the time to work hard. So we can sleep when we're passed away, right? But right now, if we're going to do something, do it. And that is the only way, that is the best way you and I can be thankful to the AAPC and the AHIMA organizations for this blessed industry, this blessed opportunity that they hand us. Because there are no real prerequisites. We don't have to have a 2-year degree, a 4-year degree to go out and make it as a successful medical coder that can make so much money. And you know, it's crazy because I talk to more people on a daily basis when I'm in my hometown catching up on phone calls, and I can't tell you how many stories come through where medical coders are making in the 6 figures because they're working for 2 providers, or from the home, or they're working for 3 providers, and it's all about that alphabet soup. Because I'm going to tell you something, when it comes down to it, and an employer has to choose between, you know, this young lady because she's awesome and sounds wonderful and really knocked their socks off in the interview, or the other one that has 2 credentials and that she's just as wonderful, who do you think they're going to choose? They're going to choose the second young lady. So it's all about that alphabet soup. The other thing I wanted to share with you is for the baby coders that are going out and attaining their initial credential. You know, you're having to work a little bit harder. You're having to put in an extra 25 applications than the norm. You know, to even begin getting the phone calls for the jobs. And the reason for that is because you have no experience. And you're going to have to work. You will get the job, you will get the interview, but you've got to be persistent. You've got to make lots and lots of applications. But I will tell you, one of the most smartest things that you can do, I mean, it's just genius, is to get yourself alphabet soup behind your name, because they will forgive you, is what I'm trying to tell you. And I know this because it's factual. I know that it's from experience. That's what I see and hear all the time. But my medical coders, they'll get jobs brand new off the streets, never coded before, because they are multi-credentialed. They don't just have the CPC, they have the COC, they have the CPMA. And I'll tell you, employers will they just forgive that. They forgive the fact that you don't have any industry experience, because they know that at least you've proven on multiple board exams that you absolutely know your medical coding guidelines like more than the average person does. So, and they will pass up the resume that's coming through of a very experienced coder. If they are not credentialed, they will go with yours instead. You will surpass them even with no experience, but you've got that alphabet soup. So, in a nutshell, the CPC from AAPC and the CCA from AHIMA will definitely get you the job. But in order to stay competitive and to be marketable, you've got to go after the specialty credentials. You've got to go after the COC or the CPMA from AAPC, or go after the CCSP or CCS from AHIMA in order to stay marketable and be competitive in this industry. So with that, I wanted to also add that the ability to someday manage a company or manage the department. A lot of people come to the academy with a RHIT, the RIT in HIMSS, in the HIMSS healthcare information management sector, and they come with the RIA, the RHIA, the 4-year degree. So the RIT is the 2-year degree, the RIA is the 4-year degree. I wanted you to know that a lot of these people are coming our way, and at first, years ago, I was like, what are you doing here? You got a RIT, you've got a RIA, go out and prosper. But no, so come to find out over the years, I've learned that unfortunately, these schools out there, they really, a medical coder, prospective medical coder will come to the orientation, let's say, or maybe to the admissions team, and let the admissions person know that their heart's desire is to do medical coding, and all of a sudden they get wrapped into a 2-year degree or a 4-year degree in the HIM sector, and come to find out thousands, and I'm talking about $45,000, $100,000 later of school debt. They've realized that they know everything there is to know about healthcare law and ethics, OSHA, HIPAA, compliance, compliance, basically the rules, regulations, policies side of healthcare. But they learned this much medical coding. And so they are fit to be tied, because they didn't realize that was going to be their end result. They wanted to be, all they wanted was to be a medical coder. And unfortunately, they had to go the long way around the mountain. So I wanted to bring clarity to that. Be careful in getting wrapped up into these 2-year, 4-year degrees in the healthcare sector. If all you ever want to do is medical coding and maybe even medical coding auditing. Because the other sector, the other part of healthcare is a beautiful thing. The whole thing about compliance and the OIG and law and ethics is a wonderful thing. But your heart, it has to be your heart's desire. It has to be that's what moves you. That's what drives you. Because if it's not, if that kind of thing just doesn't do it for you, if it's just a little boring or you could care less, then don't get wrapped up into those 2-year, 4-year degrees, because you're going to end up one of these people that are coming to the academy, and only, a small amount, less than $1,000 later, you're already doing what you wanted to do in the first place. So again, I'm known as one of the teachers out there that speak to you with the truth. I take all the fluff away and I hit it to you. I give it to you hard sometimes, whatever it takes, but I'm going to be honest. So that's the point of this video. I really wanted to get that out there today, because all of this is the truth. All of this is what's happening in my life all day, every day, as one of your major guides in your industries to do medical coding. And it was burning on my heart to get that out to you all. So thank you for watching, and know that I'm the teacher known out there as only being a call or a text away. So never hesitate to try and reach me, and we'll be talking to you soon. Thank you for your time.